PLC Network here at CES 2021, an all-online digital experience, and we're here with Anne-Marie with Fluo Labs. How are you doing today?
Good, James. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. And you guys have a product. It's unique. It's for those who are suffering from allergies. It's kind of like it's a nasal device, but not a nasal spray, something that uses light instead, and something called photobiomodulation, which sounds interesting. What are we looking at here?
I should just be a little bit more precise and say that seasonal allergies, also known as allergic rhinitis, hay fever, ragweed, nasal allergies, as opposed to food allergies. So indeed, we are reinventing how people will be treating their seasonal allergies going forward. And yes, our little tiny handheld device is a consumer device, also a medical device, and we're using light therapy to curb the symptoms of those seasonal allergies. Photobiomodulation, if you break it down, a photo meaning light, bio meaning life, modulation meaning changes. So light as it affects the body in different type of wavelengths. So we have a group of engineers that have taken light therapy, which photobiomodulation is a form of light therapy. It's already been well established to reduce allergies, reduce inflammation, to help with pain relief and regenerate tissues. We knew of certain really high level scientific papers that were talking about it for allergies, and we took it a step further. 10 years later, we have a technology that really works for this.
So it's a really simple handheld device that's small in size that you can carry with you everywhere you go. It looks like, and how long? So you just pop it out of your pocket or however else you're carrying it, and you put it into your nose. How long is like a typical session of inserting into your nose for it to have an actual effect?
So it's actually 6 seconds per nostril. That's it. You have a 12 seconds complete treatment. So this is our little dummy unit, probably close to what the final product will look like. This was used to demonstrate at CES. I do have a really not pretty beta unit that we're using for some in vitro tests right now. And it works. It has a really not elegant battery pack. The final consumer unit will have everything built in. We'll have some sensors and all that. But if you take a look at it, it's going to be as easy as this. So that would be 12 pulses in 6 seconds. And I could do the other side, but you get the idea. And the treatment should last for 12 hours. So what it does is the light really helps reduce the inflammation. Allergies are inflammation. So as it reduces the inflammation, it reduces the symptoms. It it prevents the histamines from coming through, which, are what cause all the nasty symptoms in the nose.
Well, it's good that it only takes 6 seconds per nostril. That was going to be a big thing right there because, if the answer was, well, it's about, 2 minutes per side or anything like that, the average consumer is going to be, yeah, exactly, shaking their head at that, going, I'm not going to do that. 6 seconds per nostril, though, that's
12 seconds,
yeah,
okay, let's do the
that's
whole
pretty
thing,
good.
20 seconds. It's still way shorter than brushing your teeth, right?
Yes, absolutely, especially with the short attention span everybody has now. Mm-hmm. And I love how it lights up your nose, too, so that's a little added effect.
The kids will love that.
It'll get the attention of everybody around you and cause a lot of questions. It might actually, result in some extra sales for you just from word of nose.
Thinking now might be good on social media.
Yeah, exactly. So it's in development right now, and it's not ready yet. How far along do you think, in terms of the product's path, in terms of the timeline of things? How far do you think it is to release?
Well, we have done some pilot studies already. We validated that it works. We've worked on the technology. we have worked on the patents, and we've already started with the FDA. We have one big clinical trial to conclude with the FDA. We know what we have to do, and so that's why we're looking at the end of this year to have the product available on market. I should just mention, over-the-counter, no prescription needed.
Of course. Well, it's just light. There's no controlled substances or anything.
Thank you. Yeah.
Now, what kind of light spectrum does it use? Is it UV light, or is it something more safer than that?
Great question. Absolutely no UV light. And it's probably what has prevented light therapy to really coming on strong in the market, because early experiments did use light with blue UV light, and of course that was they didn't no favorable outcomes there. So no, we do not use any of that. Our type of light is non-thermal, red and near infrared wavelengths, and they're proven to be very, very safe, and they are the ones that really help for pain relief and to reduce inflammation.
Perfect. That's really good to know, because nobody wants to stick UV light into their nose.
Right.
But we have seen some interesting products out there that have attempted to do things like that, but they didn't make it that far. So this is good, and good for you for sure. So we're looking at later this year for a release, a planned or at least estimated release time for this product. Is there a price point yet that's set for it, or is that still kind of in development?
We're looking at somewhere around under $100, and that a unit at that price point should have a battery that lasts. It would be rechargeable, but the main battery should last from 12 to 18 months and provide you that relief for that length of time, even if you use it every day, twice a day, which is a huge advantage over buying some of the common allergy medicines that get incredibly expensive.
They do.
Probably a higher cost, but over the length of, we're much more effective over time.
Well, you seem to have a good price point, and again, the time in the nose is very reasonable. So you got a good price. If it does its job, I mean, it sounds like a great product. Something even I might be interested in. I live in the desert, and here in Las Vegas, everything is brought in to the city, so you have foreign plants from all over the place. Allergies are a pain.
I used to live in Las Vegas, so I know the cottonwoods that put all the yellow pollen all over the cars and all over your yard. Yeah, really hard for people with allergies. I did want to mention, though, that because I don't know if either one of us brought it up during this discussion, that this product is drug-free. So natural in the sense that it's light. Of course, it's operated by a little machine. But because it's a natural treatment, there are no side effects, no known side effects. So you'll be able to say that formally after the FDA, and no drugs. So there's a whole segment of the population that has really serious allergies, but they're not able to take any type of medicine. Either they have some contraindication, or because of the work, or pregnant women, things like that. So we're really excited to be addressing that segment and really helping those people that don't need to have those nasty symptoms anymore once they have our device, of course.
Well, it definitely sounds exciting. Where can our viewers learn more about this? I'm sure just the Fluo Labs website, or?
Yeah, exactly. That's fluolabs.llc. And we also have, of course, our Instagram, where we're also posting some fun stuff and some trivia about allergies. And we know that allergies are a really, really serious problem that is actually trivialized. It's not taken seriously, unfortunately, by most people, though the consequences for those who suffer the financial impact can be really important. So we really want to address that. We have empathy for those sufferers. At the same time, it's life. So let's make light of it in a very respectful way that also adds value. So you'll find that kind of stuff on our Instagram.
Okay, so there you have it. If you're watching this, go check them out. Visit their website. Go check them out on Instagram. Follow them and see where they go from here. This sounds like an interesting product. I'll be eyeballing it myself and waiting for it to come out. So, Anne-Marie, thank you so much. This has been a wonderful conversation.
Thanks, James. I'm putting your name on the wait list.
Perfect. Well, we look forward to hearing more, and you have a good rest of the CES experience.
Thank you, and you too.
If you want to stay on top of all the latest and greatest, and or at least the gadgets we cover, remember to subscribe right here. Subscription button. Click it. You're going to want to. There's lots of videos, interviews, previews, all sorts of stuff. Button. Click it.